Good morning. Welcome to the Casual Chef's Kitchen. I'm Chef Matthew. Our high-tech technology and head goes out. Today I'm going to be discussing gadgets. Some of my favorite gadgets in my kitchen. And as you can see, new top. I want to first talk about tongs. There's tongs of different length, different grippies. You can see these are different. One of the more important things that I find in my tongs here in my kitchen is the fact that these are locking tongs. If you push this little gadget in, boop, they open up, or you can close them. They fit in the drawer much better. There are a couple different types of tongs. Basically, there are stainless steel, which are what both of these are, and then there are plastic tongs for salad bars and so forth. There's big tongs, and there's even bigger tongs, and then there's little itty bitty tongs. Okay, tongs, good to have in your kitchen. I like long ones. Robin likes short ones. The next gadget I want to talk about, the fish spatula. Where am I? The fish spatula. It's flexible, gets in nice into tight spaces on a fry pan or a saute pan, and with all the wonderful cutouts, it lets the fat or the oil drain through. Must have. It's a good thing. Get this at any kitchen supply store. Charlotte, Williams Sonoma, so forth. Next item, kitchen shears. There are several different types of kitchen shears. There's poultry shears. We're going to switch cameras. Okay, but one of the most important of the general purpose shear is the fact you can take them apart. This is important to be able to take them apart so you can clean them. If you have a fixed set that don't come apart, they're hard to clean inside the joint. Okay? Again, these are available at most, if not all, kitchen supply stores. Again, Charlotte, Williams Sonoma, and so forth. The next, not really a gadget, but a tool. And I'm bringing these out because a lot of people don't know the significance of the color of the handle. Your standard rubber or silicone, not silicone, sorry, I take that back. Your rubber spatulas, by Rubbermaid or other companies, the significance is if it's a white handle, that's general purpose. The red handles, whether it's Rubbermaid or other manufacturers, means they can be used in high heat. So you can actually use these two items, the spoon and the standard spatula, in a saute pan or boiling water. They will not melt. So that's the significance. That's why I'm bringing it up. The red handles are a little more money, but they won't melt. Okay? So very important. I got some great reaction on bench scrapers. Bench scrapers are a wonderful tool in the kitchen. It's not just a bench scraper, it's also a dough cutter. Actually, a friend of mine who I actually taught knife skills to several years ago in her advanced age. So you can learn knife skills throughout your life. She actually bought a bench scraper, aka a dough cutter, to cut her fudge. She makes fantastic cayenne fudge. So you can scrape your board, you can cut your dough, and so forth. Very handy in the kitchen. I always have mine tucked away next to my board or laying on my board. But you can also crush garlic instead of using the side of a blade, I crush my garlic with my bench scraper. Great handy tool. It's got not a unitasker, many uses. Let's talk grating. I got 3 items here. The microplane. Very well known. The microplane actually does come in a couple different aggressiveness. The most popular is the Zester grater. It's very fine. Used for cheese, used for garlic. Some people use it for even ginger, nutmeg, and so forth. Stainless steel, easy to clean, dishwasher safe. Now, my mother, many years ago, sent me this little guy. And this is actually one of my favorite graters in my house. I do a lot of my garlic. If I'm going to be grating garlic, I use and ginger. This is the grater I use. I cannot say that this is going to be available anywhere. I don't know where my mother got it, but this is one of my favorite graters, and that's in my drawer. If you've been to Olive Garden, you've had a salad or a soup, you know the Xylus cheese grater. Whoop. Drop the cheese in, bam, off it goes. Available pretty much everywhere. Now, I'm bringing big bad Voodoo Daddy, the box grater. As I posted about a week ago, one of the most dangerous items in your kitchen, besides your knives and your mandolin, if you have one. Knuckle buster. This will take your knuckles off. Okay, very old school, still works. Grating. Now this tool, or gadget, actually there's 2. I actually bought this because of Alton Brown. He uses these on his show quite often. What it is, it's a measuring cup. It's graduated, so you can measure. It's got several different ways to measure. But what you do is you put your wet product, your yogurts, your sour cream. I wouldn't put actual liquid, but things that have the consistency of sour cream or yogurt. And you measure it out. And then what you do is you just go scrape it off. Easy peasy. Actually very easy to clean. And this is just a smaller version of it. Okay? Juicers. I have 2. I have the old school Reamer. My wife actually gave this to me as a Christmas present many years ago. This is a wood. This is a wood with porcelain. I use this occasionally. Now, when I'm normal juicing, like juicing a lemon or a lime for a recipe, I use the old put the lemon in and squeeze it over a bowl. What's nice about this versus this is this will catch the seeds from the lemons. Okay? It takes a little bit of hand strength, but this does work. What's nice, it does have a little hook, so you can put it on the edge of the bowl and squeeze down. Juicing. Next item, potato peelers or peelers. Old school. I just posted about these. I have 2 of these. This is my newest one. Very sharp. I actually took a chunk of my thumb off one of these with one of these a few months ago. Not a big chunk, just a little chunk. Okay, but still effective. This is a modern version, a more modern version. This is by OXO. Same principle idea. Same basic blade design. Just a bigger handle. Robin likes this one. I like this one. Okay? Again, both of these, a lot of times you can find the old school, the old-fashioned one, in your grocery store. Whereas the OXO, again, at your favorite restaurant supply store and or kitchen store. Like, again, Williams-Sonoma, Charlotte, so forth. Now, this is a fun little item. I was introduced to this. Don't know if you know what this is. Some of you might. By an old friend of mine. Unfortunately, he's deceased. His name was Jim Ziggins, who owned Harper's Ferry Kitchen Store here in Yuba City. This is a potato peeler. And I'm sorry, back up, back, rewind. A garlic peeler. For those of you who are still peeling garlic, this is a good solution. You put the garlic in the end, and then you roll it with a little bit of pressure, and the peel will come off the garlic clove. Super easy to clean, easy to use, and guaranteed under 10 bucks. Okay? Very unique, but very useful. I'm an old school guy when it comes to mashed potatoes. I also do butternut squash with this. This is a potato masher. Again, it's nice. It's got a big handle. This is an OXO brand again. Good Grips. I mash a lot of potatoes, and when I do my butternut squash, this is what I use. Not everybody does this, okay? I believe in good pizza, and I also believe in a good pizza cutter. Big blade, not too sharp, but that's okay. We're not dicing onions here. Good, heavy, sturdy handle. This is beefy. Again, an OXO brand, Good Grips. This is cut. I don't know how many pizzas in this house, but it has been very useful. But again, you should look for something that's a little bit beefier, big blade. You know, definitely has a taper to it, and a good handle to fit your hand. Okay. And last but not least, my favorite gadget in the whole wide world. These are my two 8-inch chef's knives. And with these, I do most of my prep, if not all of my prep, with these two knives. I'm not going to get in too much into the construction of these knives, but I will tell you that this is a Japanese Shun, and this is a German. What are you? Wusthof. Phew. Blanked out for a second. I can tell you the Shun is much lighter than the Wusthof. So I tend to do my lighter work, lighter vegetables and so forth, and carving with the Shun, where I do a lot of my proteins and my heavier vegetables, carrots, potatoes, and so forth, with my Wusthof. Okay? Now, that concludes my gadget time with you. So I hope you have a great day. Continue on posting on Casual Chef's Corner, Casual Chef's Kitchen. Woo! Back a few years. Again, thank you for being here. Thank you for participating and enjoying Casual Chef's Kitchen. And this is Chef Matthew. Have a great day.